I'm Eli, and I live full-time in an ambulance I converted to a home on wheels. Living in the ambulance cuts my monthly costs down. So we'll start off with the shower. It has a hot and cold water. There's the toilet there, the sink here. This folds up and down, has a seat. It's where the camp stove goes. This folds out, that's where I put my laptop, 12-volt refrigerator. And my favorite part, this is the couch right here. The whole thing folds down to a bed.
We're going to introduce this other story, but what's your reaction to what I'm telling you? It's hard to hear what I'm saying, but what's your reaction to what I'm telling you?
No, I get where you're coming from, and I need to take some steps probably. When you're living in a vehicle, there's so many steps, so much planning, so adding one more just dynamic, and I understand it may sound something small like fighting to get your child support reduced, but there's always such a process to it, and then trying to find time to do that when you're at work, and then you're getting off work, and you have laundry to do, and you have this next step to do. There's always something to do. We don't get to bed sometimes until 1 a.m. in the morning.
Some of these things you mentioned, I have a tallying list of call that person, check out that. Can we minimize this bill? Like, what am I paying this for? We had a larger storage unit, we minimized to an even smaller one, and it's just like I'm chipping away and chipping away and chipping away, and it just feels like, why is everything still unattainable? And I totally agree with you. You can point the finger, that doesn't really solve anything, but I'm tired, Dr. Phil. I'm just tired, and sometimes it would be nice after a hard day at work, just like anybody else, to put the keys near the front door, start dinner, get in the shower, and just sit down. So that would be nice to have that back.
The place that you knew was yours.
Yeah.
Where you weren't sitting by a curb worrying that you were going to get a knock on the window saying, you can't stay here.
That would be great. Would you be able to sleep well knowing that, like, I'm not really supposed to be here? You know, law enforcement can come and knock on my door and ticket me or make me leave, and then the rest of my night is spending, where else am I gonna park? And guess what? You have to get up bright and early and go to work and put a smile on your face, and you better produce, because your income depends on it, and you want that raise.
And so both of you have battle fatigue.
Sure, yeah, exhausted.
Okay. So you need reinforcements. You need fresh.
I need help.
I'm not telling you what you necessarily want to hear, but I'm telling you the truth.
Sure.
Do you believe I'm telling you the truth?
Sure.
Simon says when he found out his rent was being raised at the same time the raise he was expecting didn't happen, he took drastic measures to keep a roof over his head. Take a look.
This is me, taking all my belongings from multiple bags and unpacking them. I'm moving from my apartment into my cubicle at work. They do not pay me enough to do both, so as a matter of protest, I'm just going to live at my job, and we'll see how long I can get away with this.
So the first thing y'all gotta know is that this office is basically empty because of COVID. So that's why I could walk around with my shirt off, so I'm just wilding. I'm wilding today. I just got evicted. Yo, it happened way sooner than I thought. Yeah, but thanks for following. This is the end of this chapter, but this is not the last you see of me.
So you took some steps.
I did.
They don't have an office to move into, so.
They might. I don't know what their jobs are,
Yeah.
but.
Now, you're an engineer.
Yeah.
That's a very demanding degree.
Oh, yeah.
And you also have some interpersonal skills. You made friends with the custodial lady.
Yeah, nice lady.
Yeah, but you know, I study people's stories and stuff, and you're a very impressive young guy. But there's an incongruency here. I got to throw the flag on your logic here.
Okay.
You move in under the radar and say, hey, you know, give myself a $12,000 a month raise, and then you live stream the whole thing on a public platform? Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.